Hey there, this is Chris from Donner Music. Let's talk about the PC-02 Podcaster. Thanks for watching. If you want more information, just subscribe and leave us a comment. This is a multifunctional audio live broadcast workstation that's definitely an update from previous models. It focuses on the needs of musicians with the ability to handle multiple instruments at once for a full band live broadcast. I believe that after watching this video, you'll be able to understand the PC-02 much better. When you open the package, you'll notice that it's quite compact, environmentally friendly, with a minimal design. First, you'd have the quick start guide, followed by the PC-02 host and the accessories package. The frame has a pearl cotton support padding at both ends, adequately protecting the body. Inside the box, you'll find a power converter, a USB cable, and a 32 gigabyte micro SD card. Let's look at the dimensions. Around 32 centimeters long, 20 centimeters broad, and 8 centimeters high, weighing about 4 pounds. Now let's look at the layout. The display is up top, with a working indicator of 10 effects on the left. The 3.5-inch LCD screen is in the center, and the main control and volume output knobs are on the right. Turn the value knob to scroll through parameters, and press the value button to select parameters. There is an array of function buttons at the bottom of the display area that is used to switch between 3 mixer pages and to enter and exit each functional module: Effect, Sampler, Bluetooth, Record, Play, and System Settings. To pair with Bluetooth, simply press the BT button and pair with your devices as normally. The workstation's mixer module comes next. We have 4 electric motor faders in the center for adjusting channel mixing, and there are 4 big monitoring headphone volume knobs on the left. Why is the volume of the monitoring headphone taking up so much space? Here we shall reveal one of PC-02's unique secrets: a 4-way independent monitoring mixer. Despite its small size and inexpensive price, the PC-02 recognizes each monitoring headphone as having its own independent mixer. If you have a 4-piece band performing live, each member can have their own individual mix, and you can switch between the individual mix and the main output mix at any moment. We see that the volume control for the headphones is actually a button. When you press a monitoring channel button, the fader automatically changes from the previous mixer configuration to the corresponding monitoring mixer. When you press the monitoring channel button again, the channel indicator light turns white and the screen displays the home icon. The fader then switches back to the main output mixer. This function is pretty fantastic. We'll go into this more in depth later. Back to the main mixer. The motorized fader is utilized not just to recall numerous different monitoring mixing settings, but also because PC-02 is a multi-channel input device. By switching between the bank buttons 1, 2, and 3, at the top, these 4 motorized faders allow us to operate up to 11 inputs. The 5th fader on the far right is independent, and it regulates the main output level of the samplers, which is a 9x3 grid with a total of 27 keys. Each sampler key can be customized. For up to 5 minutes, you can sample or import the sound content you require using any key. You can also use any key to activate audio effects as a shortcut switch. The first page's 9 buttons have been programmed to produce 9 different sounds, such as beeps, applause, and cheers. On the 3rd page, 4 effect shortcut switches are preset: robot, megaphone, pitch, auto-tune, and 4 types of effects so you can easily swap and change your voice in the program. The main interface connection is located at the back of the machine. The main interface connection is located at the back of the machine. The 4 major input XLR combo interfaces of PC-02 can be seen from the far right. The number 1 and the number 2 interfaces are XLR for dynamic microphones, and the number 3 and the number 4 are XLR for condenser microphones, with 48 volts power supply function to obtain the greatest effect for diverse microphones. Additionally, our 4 input ports also allow the standard 6.35mm TRS input, which is compatible with a wide range of electric instruments and audio signals. Input detection is available on all 4 connections. When you plug in, the system will instantly display the input setting to help you get started. Over on the left, there are two 3.5mm stereo interfaces, one in and one out, that can be used with simple audio playback devices such as MP3, CD players, and so on. Continuing left, we have the main output interface, and then our 6 stereo main monitoring inputs. These consist of two 6.35mm TRS balanced inputs and outputs for monitoring speakers, and 4 6.35mm TRS stereo headphone outputs. The 4 headphone outputs, just like the 4 main input interfaces, are also labeled 1 through 4. So when there are many people on the same stage or live broadcast, you can match your input number with the headphone number, so you can more easily find your own monitoring mixer and navigate to the channel that needs to be adjusted. Continuing left, we find the auxiliary optical input, which is useful for connecting digital devices like gaming consoles or Blu-ray players as sound sources. We also have our micro SD card slot. Insert the free 32GB card to record the main stereo output. We also have our USB-C interface, which serves as a data terminal for connecting to a computer, as I am now. Finally, we have our DC power adapter and power switch. You know how that works. Now, let's connect the device to power it on and see what kind of adventures await us.